What's up? What's up? How are we? All right. Today's video: the moon is the light bulb of Earth. Uh, some corny shit, I know, but I want you to bear with me, dude. Uh, what was I doing? Can only imagine my mood, and I fucking love it, right? Because I still look up, like when I'm walking at night, and I'm looking up and I see the moon, I fucking smile, right? Just like uh, one of those vibes. Anytime I go to the ocean, I kind of out to the sea, I kind of just like say hi, and I say if it's been a while or not, and I kind of like talk to it a bit. Most of the time, I think I just sit there and I stand there and I just stare for like 5, 10 minutes, and in a way feel uncomfortable and leave. There's always a direction going somewhere, but I definitely like read it somewhere or I watched it somewhere. It's the moon as the light bulb of the earth, and I don't know where I got it from, but I remember it's bulb of the earth. It's a bit philosophical in terms of how the moon actually just uh, is what lights the planet. And so here there is a I wrote something once, and I think maybe I could actually read it as a video or something. But I wrote something once, and that something is I called it the cloudy days are unfair to the sun. And it's just a story of the sun basically being there, and then the heat basically getting the cloud. So it's just the heat basically results in evaporation, and evaporation causes clouds. And so in Africa where I was, it's either beautifully sunny or like just rainy, right? It just like jumps in between. If it rains for a couple of days, then basically it takes a couple of days to regather the moisture, and then it just happens. But we have our dry seasons, and the entirety of just is like we need the clouds. We need the clouds to cover it. We need the moisture because the sun kind of like just it's just consistent energy, right? It's consistent energy, which in a way that's not how things normally are. And bear with me. Uh, Everything we see, all the colors, are based on the energy that we get from the sun. But if you've ever looked at anything when it's just the moon out, you, especially like we had those beautiful days when we were walking at the beach and it's just like a full moon, super clear sky where you can see anything, everything. You can literally see where you're walking in the middle of the night. It's just because the moon is so beautiful and so bright. And truth be told, I think that's the truth behind how everything actually looks. Because when it comes to the moon, it's just showing us the Earth. But when it comes to the sun, it's showing us the actual colors, basically. That's showing us the Earth for dyeing it in its own colors. Whilst the moon is kind of neutral. It's the okay, if you guys have light bulbs, there's like a light bulb, the yellow one, the all color is there, and then there's the white one that basically doesn't really like sh- uh, colors are not as colorful when it's there, but it gives you light. So the moon as the light bulb of the earth. This is, it just brings out the truth, how it truly is. And so, what would, well, the moon also has its role in water and basically the tide and has its own gravity that balances us. But just the fact that it's what I'm tripping on right now, what I'm seriously considering is just what I said earlier. The sun dyes us in its own colors, right? So we need the sun. We run under the sun. We bask under the sun. And it's funny because like over the past 3 weeks, it's been very cold in Lebanon. And in any chance I can, I just go and I stand under the sun, right? But come summertime, the first thing we do is we hide from it. So, so the energy of the sun is very much, um, again, it's there's this balance thing. There's this fight between. I don't want to use the term fight. There's just like back and forth. Whenever something is there, for it to be valid, there has to be something on the opposing side of it, or at the very least, there has to be two of. There has to be two of. There has to be a duality in everything. It's like light and darkness, right? But do we really experience darkness? And is the sun, is the light of the sun actual light, or is the light of the moon actual light? 'Cause let's face it, man. Stars also give off the same light as the moon does. Well, some of them have some colors, but ultimately, all of them kind of like shine light. But anyway, you look at the sun, you can't. You have to look at its at the energy limits and how it's dying our planet. There's a certain anime, it's like a manga, and they were the concept of the anime is the gourmet age. And so the idea behind the gourmet age is they have to there's a lot of ingredients, and there are people that basically just go and get these ingredients, and they're called basically gourmet hunters. Ugh, original, right? But anyways, so what happens is they go and they search for ingredients, and the better ingredients they eat, the stronger they become, the healthier they become, and they basically evolve and all that good stuff. And at one point, basically, they're trying to explore where is this age coming from? Where is the gourmet age coming from? How did this planet become a thing? Like everyone's always trying to dive deep into that understanding of that sort. And it ends up that it's being cooked, basically. The planet is being cooked. The planet itself is being cooked. That's why there's always these new ingredients and it's expanding year by year. It's just growing as it gets cooked until it basically ripens. And so that's why I was thinking about the energy of the sun. And I was thinking, uh, because it's getting better and better, not getting better and better. It's like our evolution, what would we call it, right? What would we call it? And we had ice ages, we had like uh, volcanic like eruptions and like meteors, and we've had like a fucking rough history, man. But overall, it's always changing. It's always changing. It's always changing, and it feels like that's basically the energy of the sun. That's the I don't know if we could call it cosmic. It is cosmic. It is energy. But ultimately, it's just like how consciousness uh, on Earth basically is expanding, or how just us evolving as human beings. The opportunities, these opportunities, and the way we're evolving right now are mainly based on the fact that there's enough sun for us to be able to like walk about and think of stuff and do stuff. So, and if this was an ice age, our evolution would be different, right? And if we basically, if we didn't have good sun for us to be able to like develop farming properly, because farming's been around for like 300, 400 years, 4,000, 2,000 something. Yeah, like whatever, man. It's like it's BC basically. Farming's been around for like a couple of thousand years at least plus. But we truly started getting better at it when we started like making wine, just like diving into the nitty-gritty stuff. And that's because we went through like a whole lot of wars. But the idea behind it is it's just we have enough of that energy in order for us to evolve. But that's not how Earth actually is. That's how Earth is when it's active. When it's, I don't know, when the energy is right on it. At night is when everything comes to peace, even though there is still activity. But I'm getting a stronger feeling that that's where the truth lies. I have no idea. This video is just me blabbing around about stuff. It was fun though. Love you guys. So video.